This is Andy Purewell for Boxing News. I'm joined by Murodjon Akhmadaliev over Zoom. Murodjon, it's good to see you. And Alik, I appreciate you jumping on to help us with this. How are you?
Как дела, он рад, что получается с тобой пообщаться. Скажи, как дела?
Привет, как дела? У меня все хорошо.
Hello. Everything is very well. Everything's good.
I'm glad to hear it, Murodjon. It must be a little frustrating since the Tapala's fight, you've only fought once since, not through any fault of your own. Obviously, there's been fights you've wanted which haven't quite come to fruition. What do you make of this chapter in your career whilst you wait for another big fight to be presented to you?
Должен быть в июле должен быть бой у меня на тренировке.
Unfortunately, that's what happened since that decision controversial. I still believe that they stole the titles from me. As far as my career, I was scheduled to fight in July. Unfortunately, I had a cut in my training camp, and I've been out for like three weeks because of the cut. So it has postponed the fight to September. I was supposed to come back August 31st or early September, and then WBA mandated put the mandatory to Inoue to fight, but unfortunately, as you know, he declined to fight me. I don't know the reason behind it. He was mandated to fight me. Instead, he fought TJ Duhini. And that's pretty much it, because I pulled out of the fight to fight Inoue, and that was my goal, to fight for the titles again, to get my titles back. And whatever happened.
Murodjon, I have to ask, you're a very entertaining fighter. You're a fan-friendly fighter. You're good to watch. Naoya Inoue, for many, he's the number one in the division. He's considered a pound-for-pound star. But why do you think he doesn't want to face you? Because, certainly in boxing, if people were to ask who would they want Inoue to face at 122 pounds, your name would be mentioned. If not, considering people either moving up in weight or somebody for Inoue to move up to, your name at 122 would probably be the leading name that people would consider.
Чемпион, пан, я его уважаю. Но Inoue должен со мной драться. Я тоже.
First and most, I just want to explain again that for me, it's not about Inoue or someone else. It's about the titles. The WBA put it that Tapalis had to rematch me right after the fight. They had it mandated that he has to rematch me, and they got the exception to fight for the undisputed with Inoue. I stepped aside.
ボクシングにおけるエクセプション、例外とは、通常の規則や義務を一時的に免除する特別な措置を指します。例えば、ある選手がタイトルマッチで義務付けられた指名挑戦者との対戦を避け、他の選手と戦いたい場合や、怪我などで試合をすることが難しい際に、ボクシング団体に例外を申請し、それが認められれば、その試合に限って指名挑戦者との対戦義務が免除されます。このようなエクセプションは通常、ビッグマッチや統一戦など、ファンの関心が高い試合を実現するために使用されることがあります。
I understand that they wanted the huge fight and everything, so it's okay. They had a fight, good fight. Inoue won the fight. The winner of that fight was supposed to fight me. So it wasn't Inoue. It could be a Tapalis, if he had the titles. The winner was supposed to fight me. But even after that, when WBA announced me as the mandatory official contender and gave us, the terms, to agree to terms, they declined the fight and they applied for exception, Okay, you did exception. What's next? What's going on? Why he doesn't want to fight me? I don't know. Is he scared or something? I don't think so. But they know what kind of fighter I am. They know what I bring to the table. There's nothing I can't do in the ring. I can box, I can punch, I can fight, I can brawl, I can wrestle. I can do whatever it is. I'm a strong guy. I have, a lot of skills and everything. And I think that they know it. His team knows it, and they're like, they don't want to risk. They're afraid that they're going to lose, I agree that he's pound for pound great. I agree that he's a great fighter. But if he's not going to fight me, then he's not the best at 122, because I'm the real champion at 122. And why people are mentioning my name all the time, because I deserve it. And people know that if there is someone who can give him a fight, who has a chance of beating him, that's me. Like, he looks for everyone undefeated, unbeatable. Not for me. I'm confident that I can beat him. And maybe his team and people around him, they're making money, they don't want to lose that money. And I think maybe that's what it is. But it was clear that he was supposed to fight me. The winner of the Tapalis and him was supposed to fight me. Since that time, they're avoiding the fight. What are the reasons? Ask him. Why no one is asking him when he's having a press conference? Why you're not fighting MJ? What's the problem? He called my name 2 years ago that he wants to fight me. What's the problem right now when you're mandated already for a year?
Murodjon, earlier on in that answer, you mentioned all of your attributes and what you bring to the ring. Some people suggested online that Inoue's performance against TJ Doheny was maybe a little bit cautious because obviously what happened in the Lewis Neri fight. Did you see a Naoya Inoue who was cautious? Did you see somebody who's maybe a little bit more wary as to what an opponent could do to him, which might not work in your favor because you are an all-action fighter?
Хайлайтеры, да? Я думаю, так. После последнего боя, да, так осторожно боксировал он.
Honestly, like, I haven't watched his last 2 fights. I didn't watch him with Neri. I didn't watch him with Tapalis, since I knew that he's not gonna fight me. I'm not that interested. I'm not such a big boxing fan. I'm watching my friends and I'm watching the fights that I need to watch. I've seen the highlights. I've seen him getting knocked down. So I would suggest that probably he was just cautious. He was just careful, because like he experienced something he didn't experience before. And I mean, it's normal, it's he built back his confidence and stuff like that. So
you mentioned obviously the situation with the WBA earlier on, Murodjon. What do you think happens now with regards to that title? If you're not going to face Inoue next, do you think that they might strip him of that title?
Я на этот бой готов. Теперь как будет, не знаю, будем ждать. Если хочет драться, да, в любом месте, или в Японии, или в Америке, да, я готов.
I said that I'm ready. Like, I've been saying that since that fight when they got my titles. I said that I'm ready to fight anyone, anywhere. It doesn't even matter to me. Like, they're saying, someone were lying about we declined to fight in Japan or something like that. That's absolutely not true. I fought all my life, all my fights, and on the enemy territories. I would go to United States. They're thinking I'm from United States or what? Like, I'm from Uzbekistan. I go all over the world. I fought in Thailand. I fought all over the world as an amateur, in China, all around the world. And for me, it's nothing new. I will go anywhere. I will go United States or Japan or on the moon. It doesn't matter. Just give me the time and date. That's it. So as far as what's going to happen, WBA already, announced that I'm the mandatory, and now he got the exception, and there's no other things. Like, they're avoiding my name to be called. They're avoiding everything that connected to me. Now they're saying they're gonna fight someone else. So I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, as I said, it would be an honor for me to share the ring with him, but if he's avoiding me for some reason, it's not my opinion. It's not just my opinion. It's a lot of people saying that it looks like he's scared, like he doesn't want to fight the real contender, and that's what the rules are for. Fight. If he prefers to go away from the fight, avoid the fight, then just vacate the title, announce to the whole world that you're not gonna fight MJ because of what probably everyone is going to understand why he's not fighting me. And that's it. Vacate the title and I'll fight. I'm number one. I'll fight number two. It doesn't matter, you know, like I'll fight whoever they give me to fight.
Murodjon, I'm interested to get your thoughts as well on. I did an interview with Bob Arum before the TJ Doheny fight was announced, and I asked about Inoue fighting you, and he said that fight was not going to happen. He said nobody knows who you are. He questioned what you've ever achieved in the sport. What did you make of Bob Arum's comments at the time?
Конечно, я рассеянный чуть-чуть, да, по-любому. Я двукратный чемпион мира.
You know, honestly, so in our country, it's very important to respect older people, you know, and I don't want to say anything, but of course I was, it wasn't a pleasant thing to hear from me because that's not true. That's as simple as that. It's not true. And he's saying the false information, you know. I'm the unified world champion, soonest ever to do that in the professional boxing. I'm an Olympian. I'm always in exciting fights. I took all my challengers. I never avoid anyone. I fought the best guys. The IBF had the mandatory. The WBA had the mandatory. The another one IBF mandatory with Tapalis, right? I never avoid anyone. Tapalis was one of the best guys in the division, and I never avoided it, you know. So I am the real champ, and he knows that. If he was my promoter, he would be hyping me up like the one of the best guys, you know, in the boxing. And here he's just a team in Inoue, and he knows they don't want to risk. Maybe he got some, you know, what to do and what to say when my name comes up, you know, and from the team, you know, or something. I don't know, but he's definitely lying about that. Like I'm not someone, some random guy or something, you know. I got my belt and I deserve it.
Murodjon, just away from yourself, two topics I want to quickly touch on. You was obviously in LA to support Israel against Terence Crawford. What did you make of that fight? Just a little